Lighting is kind of crazy, but this is my breakfast for this morning. I am eating sardines on toast. Don't knock it until you try it. It literally tastes like a lox bagel. I add flax seeds on top because I'm cycle syncing. If you don't know what cycle syncing is, it's basically a way to eat certain seeds to help promote either estrogen or progesterone in your body to help aid during your hormonal cycle. There's lots of cool studies, books, podcasts to listen to about it, but I've got flax seeds on top, and then I've also got some chili oil and some honey just for some flavor. I got my supplements here. I take a probiotic, a berberine supplement, and then this like metabolism booster by Legion. I've also got this little kiwi that I'm going to be eating. I feel already so much more alive and awake now that I have had something to eat. I still have my kiwis, but I'm gonna eat that while I plan my day. I like to sit in the morning and kind of go through my schedule for the day, look at my calendar, see what I've got going on. I teach Pilates today at 10:30, so I'm gonna also sit and write my class plan for that. Maybe get some fun inspo on TikTok or Instagram for some new things to incorporate, because I always like to keep it funky and fresh. I just finished writing my class plan. That honestly took me longer than I would have wanted it to, but I'm still new to writing class plans and I just get really particular. I want it to be good. I want it to be different every time, which I know I shouldn't expect it to be different every time. People aren't going to be able to grow unless there's some consistency. And so I kind of came to that realization halfway through and ended up copying a lot of the class plan that I had done earlier in like maybe last month that people really struggled with. So that way we can try something similar again, do some of those similar moves, and that way they can grow in advance. I've got some dishes in the sink that I'm going to put in the dishwasher. And then I think I'm going to make myself a coffee and start getting ready for the day. I don't know if I'll have time to go on a walk before I have to start getting ready. So maybe if I have time after I get ready, I'll go on a little walk, or I'll get to the studio early so I can walk around there. Okay, I just got dressed. I'm wearing this Gymshark like midi tube top. I think it is so comfortable and so fun to wear, especially when it's hot outside, because it usually gets pretty warm in the studio, and then I'll go for a walk in between classes if I have a break. So it's good to just like be out in the sun. And then these are also Gymshark shorts that I have on. Forget what these are called, but this is part of Whitney's collection. I love her so much. I have on some compression socks, and then my shoes that I'm wearing are the Brooks Glycerin Maxes. They're super thick, like super thick. I have been loving them recently because when I'm walking around the reformers, I get a lot of steps in. My legs have been so tired and exhausted, and since using those after like the break-in period, the first 2 days when I was breaking them in, they were a little tough on my feet, but now that I've broken them in, they are so comfortable. My legs are not tired. I'm not tired after walking around those reformers all day. I feel like they just absorb a lot of the shock of walking 20,000 steps in a day. And then because I'm always cold, I'm going to throw on the same sweatshirt that I had on this morning. I just put it on this morning because it's cold in my house, so I'm putting it on now and taking it with me to work. Today I'm teaching a 10:30, 12:30, and 4:30 class. In between my 10:30 and my 12:30, I'll get an hour break, and I usually like to catch up on work, go on a walk, listen to a podcast, whatever. But with my long break, I'm definitely going to go hit the gym and shower, get ready to go back to work. I am going to pack myself some of this pasta that I made yesterday. It's like veggie pasta with zucchini noodles, ground beef, and some sauce. But I also want to make myself a snack and then a pre-workout snack, because I know that I'll need some quick energy before I hit the gym. For my pre-workout snack, I'm thinking I'll do dates with almond butter for some quick energy. Dates are a great pre-workout snack because of the natural sugars. It gives you that quick boost of energy, and they have carbs in them. So they're a great carb source to give you that energy that will last you through your workout as well. Then almond butter for some healthy fats, and just because it tastes good. And then as a little snack, I'm gonna pack myself a plum cod and then some pumpkin seeds, because again, I'm cycle syncing. They say that roasted pumpkin seeds aren't as good for cycle syncing as raw pumpkin seeds, but I wanted roasted pumpkin seeds. I got some of these golden raisins at the Fresh Market because they were on sale. So I think I'm gonna add these to my pumpkin seeds and do like a little sweet and salty. Just made a mess. Okay, golden raisins and pumpkin seeds, plum cot, my pre-workout dates, and then for lunch I have my veggie pasta. I'm gonna throw this all in this little tote bag. I need to fill my water. I'm gonna add a liquid IV to my water. I prefer Element, but my dad had surgery recently, and so I got him this pina colada flavor because I thought he would like it, and he didn't. And so I just don't want these to go to waste. So I'm going through these before I buy my Element again. I really like liquid IVs, I do. I think they taste great. But the first ingredient is sugar, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's like the second ingredient. Yeah, the first ingredient is sugar, and I love how transparent Element is about their ingredients, to the point where I'm pretty sure they even posted how to make Element electrolytes on their website. I'm gonna make myself a little coffee to go. I'm using the Elmhurst milked cashews. I really, really like this brand because it's only 2 ingredients, cashews and water. I warmed up a little bit of water in this measuring cup, and I'm doing instant coffee because we're running a little low on time. This is the Little's brand. It's in French vanilla. I got this from Fresh Market. She's beautiful. Alright, we're all packed up and ready to go. I've got my iced coffee. All of the honey is at the bottom, which sucks because it's definitely not sweet enough, but it doesn't need more honey. It's just all sinking to the bottom. I don't know how to fix that. I just started making my own coffee. I've got my lunch bag with my water bottle in it. I've got my work bag in here. It's got my iPad, all the things that I need to just work throughout the day, and then my gym bag is down there, my clothes to refresh. The plan is to go teach a Pilates class. I'll have a little break in between, teach another class. I have a bigger break where I'm gonna go hit the gym, have my lunch, and then go back downtown for one more Pilates class. Then we'll get to have a slow little afternoon and get us ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm teaching, I think, more classes than I am today. I think I'm teaching maybe 5, starting early in the morning and then working until noon. We'll see. Anyways, I am going to put my little audiobook on. I've been listening to a lot of Frida McFadden audiobooks recently. Right now I'm listening to Brain Damage. It's kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of slow, but it seems really intriguing. Like, I want it to go on so I can keep knowing more. I feel like audiobooks are honestly a really good in-between for me right now, because I went through a really big reading phase and I loved it, but I found myself being really unproductive because all I wanted to do was read, which is great at times. Like, I really need to find a happy medium and learn how to slow down and relax, but I am a habit stacker to my core. I really like to feel productive. It makes me feel good. So my idea of slowing down means like going on a little walk, listening to my audiobook, or listening to my audiobook while I'm on my drive, something that I can just like kind of unwind, relax on my downtime, the little downtime that I feel like I have. But I had a nice slow morning today. Like I really did take things slow. But I need to get going because it is at 9:41 and my first class starts at 10:30. But I have to get there 15 minutes early to set everything up, make sure that my class plan flows, it makes sense. And it takes a while to get down there because I work about 30 minutes out from the city. So we're gonna go head downtown, listen to our audiobook, and I will see you guys at the studio. Hello.
Is it okay if I say these reformers?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, your friends are coming in today.
Yes, they're so excited.
Okay, just finished teaching my first class. I have to show you guys the bathroom in here. It's so cute. Here's like a full look of the outfit for today. Let's go on a little walk. These are my shoes I saw you guys about earlier. The ones Hi. I just finished up at the thrift store. It was honestly a little underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. My city's thrift scene is very prevalent. I feel like people here thrift a lot and there's a lot of curated thrift stores, but they're all the same thing. It's like vintage denim, vintage t-shirts, leather, very like almost like Harley Davidson type of vibes mixed with skater streetwear style, which I think is great. It's just not my sense of style. And when they had opened this new place up, they had said that it would be more of like a curated vintage designer feminine style store. So I was really excited to check it out. They had the Miu Miu New Balances on their Instagram and I was like, oh, they were not my size or I would have snagged them up. But I went in and it just was pretty much the same thing as all the other curated stores. I think it's owned by the same people, but just in smaller sizes for women. So not a whole lot to look through. I saw some camo shorts that I really liked and they reminded me of the shorts that everybody was wearing during Copenhagen Fashion Week, but they didn't fit me. Too much booty in the back. Just got back to the studio. I still have literally 40 minutes until my class gets started. I don't know why I thought that walk would take me longer to get back, but I'm gonna sit and have some of my little snack, which is those golden raisins and pumpkin seeds. I obviously post content on my Instagram and my TikTok, but I also do UGC content, and so I'm gonna edit some of that while I wait for my next class. Class number 2 is done. I'm gonna go to the gym. I think I might film some short form while we're at the gym, but I'll vlog a little bit so you guys can see my workout then too. Okay, I had to stop and get gas, and then I called my husband. I was on the phone for a little bit, and I remembered my pre-workout snack. I need to eat it, so that way it's like in my body by the time that I start working out. Got my dates with almond butter. That is so good. You can see my Harry Styles blanket back there. Okay, I'm gonna get to the gym. There's a little bit of traffic. Gonna listen to my audiobook, eat my dates on the way, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm at the gym. I'm gonna try not to yell because I'm listening to music, and I tend to yell when I'm listening to my music. But I'm filming short form. I've got my little tripod set up over there, filming for TikTok and Instagram. Okay, I'm doing RDLs right now with the barbell, and I'm using these new lifting gloves that I got. They're Gymshark, but my grip is awful with these on. But honestly, I'm tired of having calloused hands. Like, I stopped using a lot of barbells and dumbbells and started doing a lot of machine work because I just didn't like the way that my hands looked. So I got these to try to see if I could lift without having so many like big calluses and making my hands so like rough and dry. But my grip strength is awful with these. Like, it's so hard to grip on. So I guess I'm gonna have to work my way back up in weight because I usually do a pyramid set and start with my lightest and then work my way up. I've had to reverse it and start with the Pilates and now working my way down because I just can't hold on to the barbell, which is great. It's like a new way to challenge myself. I'm just gonna have to find a different way to load my muscles because my grip strength is lacking. I was kind of getting in my head about the RDLs, thinking maybe I'm just not feeling as strong today, but I think I'm about to PR on hip thrust. Not really a PR, I've gone heavier, but since I've changed my training style and stopped lifting as heavy and started focusing more on like my form and really slowing down the movements, this is the heaviest that I've gone. So I'm really excited because I just did, I can't do the math, a 45 and a 25 on each side on the hip thrust machine, and it flew easily. So I've done 2 45s on each side, but only for 6 reps. I'm gonna try to go for 10. The weight quite literally flew. I'm so excited. So I'm doing one more set. I usually do 3 sets. Sometimes I'll do 4 on hip thrusts on days like this where I'm feeling really strong. I've got 2 45s on each side and a 25. You can do the math. Right now, we're lacking oxygen to do math. But I'm gonna aim for like maybe 6 or 8. I'm feeling strong, and then we're gonna keep it moving. I'm about to do some step ups. I just realized how much paler my face is compared to my body. Okay, I modeled for like a self-tanning, mobile tanning company, or like a girl who owns her business. And then I got a facial yesterday, and so she dermaplaned my face, and now I'm 2 different colors. It's fine. I'm doing step ups. I used to never do unilateral movements, and if I did, it was like only single leg hamstring curls and leg extensions. But when I started doing Pilates, I realized how weak my legs are separately. Together, they work really well together, but separately, they're very weak. So I've been combining unilateral movements to every single one of my leg days, and it's a great finisher. Okay, I am absolutely exhausted, and I'm running out of time here because I have to get ready, have the shower, get ready, and then make our way back downtown. I'm gonna have to eat lunch. I'm starving. So I'm gonna do a drop set, some hamstring curls, fire up my hamstrings one last time, and then we're hitting the shower. Okay, I just got done teaching my last class. My car is beeping because I have my service engine light on. Whoops. Did I film? No. However, I have no excuse. I just forgot. Listen, this is my first video back on YouTube in several months, so don't be a hater. Also, let me know what you want to see. Like, do you even want to see how I teach? I don't know. I am dying in the car. I don't have the AC on, so that way you guys can hear me properly. But I'm gonna head home. I honestly had a pretty late lunch, you guys saw, and so I'm not that hungry, so I'm gonna head home, maybe make something fun for dinner, clean up a little bit, get ready for tomorrow. Guys, I got home and then I started talking to my husband and I forgot to update you guys. So I'm home. I did not go to Target because I forgot. I actually have an appointment with my nutritionist at 7 o'clock. I knew that there was something that was like happening and I couldn't remember what it was. So I don't have enough time to go to Target. I did go ahead and eat some sweet potato casserole because it was in the fridge. And if you know, you know, it's so good. And then my husband just warmed me up some turkey, so I'm gonna eat that. He heard me say my husband, he goes, do you want to say hi to the camera? Hi to the vlog? I got this really cool magnetic screen in the mail. It goes on your iPhone and it mirrors what's on your screen, so when you're recording, you can use your back camera and still see what you look like. Genius! Tony Bravo put me on. I've seen it on TikTok before actually, but Tony Bravo is just the one that influenced me to do it. Hey vlog, it is way later in the afternoon now. It's almost 9 o'clock. I had my dinner. I think I told you guys that I had turkey, sweet potato casserole. Then I had a meeting with my nutritionist. We talked about my week, how my eating went this week. I'm really trying to work on eating intentionally and eating to heal my gut, nourish my hormones, nourish my body. And so we chat a lot about that. You guys can let me know if you want to know more about how my sessions go with her, because low-key, it's like a therapy session. And then I sat and edited some short form content. Now it is time to get ready for bed. I'm gonna shower really quickly. I took a shower at the gym earlier, but it wasn't really like a good shower, so I'm gonna just shower really quickly, get the outside off of my body, and then get ready for bed. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. If you want to see a nighttime routine, let me know. But I think I'm all vlogged out for the day. One of the things I talk to my nutritionist about is I'm such a morning person. I feel so motivated, so high energy in the morning, and then as the day fizzles out, I lose a lot of that energy, and she's like, that's normal. You're getting tired from throughout the day. And so I wanted to carry that honesty into the end of this vlog, because all I want to do is crawl in bed. But I'm gonna shower, do my little routine. I might work on my class plan a little bit before I go to bed, just because I have to teach at 7:15. I kind of already know what I want to teach, so I might go ahead and write that and get that over with. That way I don't have to wake up as early tomorrow to have to write a class plan. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this little day in my life. I hope to do more of these now that I am full-time doing content Pilates, so you guys can see what it's like, how I organize my day, how I stay motivated and disciplined and get all the things that I need to get done. If there's anything else you want to see from me, let me know. All right, love you guys. Bye.